I want to just get into M&S and indeed the retail-themed consumer spending, all of that with my next guest, Richard Hyman of Deloitte, joins me in the studio now. So M&S saying that they expect the outlook this year to be pretty challenging, 2012. Is it going to be difficult for shops, the high street?
It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be the most difficult that we've ever seen. These are the most difficult retail trading conditions I've seen in 30 years. And I think that it's a major challenge for retail managements that have never really experienced this kind of climate before. A major challenge. Why
such a tough environment? What are the contributing factors?
The contributing factors are headwinds coming from pretty much every direction you can think of. First of all, we've got consumers who have got less money to spend through rising taxes, through decreased benefits, through inflation coming in from Far East countries that have got economies growing faster than ours. And it's very difficult. I think that profits have almost become an irrelevance, and it's about cash management.
How much pressure will rising commodity prices put not just on the businesses themselves, but indeed on consumer incomes?
Well, I think the consumers hit from every direction as well. Petrol is rising in price. That's taking quite a significant chunk of cash out of purses and wallets every week, and there is a finite amount of money to spend, and the consumer is having to reconfigure his and her spending priorities.
Okay, so your research, your specific research, found that stores, shops, they're going to have to really adapt to a new kind of strategy, a kind of multi-thronged approach. And you found that online-only retailers are actually benefiting from their customers using other stores as showrooms, pretty much.
That's right. I think the pattern of retailing is changing. When you can go into a store today with your mobile phone and maybe find a price of a product in the store that you're standing in at a cheaper price in a competing store down the road, that's really a completely new ballgame. It's a completely new kind of trading environment, and everything is up for grabs. I certainly think that multi-channel, being able to take the game to the customer through a different variety of routes, not just stores anymore, is the way forward. But it's very important that each of those channels is integrated, so that although you're actually using lots of different channels, from the consumer's point of view, it's actually one relationship with the consumer, perhaps pursued through these different routes.
So the idea is to use the shop or the showroom as a place to just display your goods and advertise what you can actually sell online, because that's where all the sales are happening?
That's certainly not where all the sales are happening. 90% of retail sales are still happening in physical stores. That's in the British market. The rest of Europe is a bit behind us, but is certainly going in the same direction. So retailing is still about stores. The problem is that most retailers have got too many stores. Getting out of leases is not very easy. As I said before, most retailers have got far less cash than they expected to have, and that is really the pinch point. That is why we're seeing quite a lot of retailers beginning to look at various processes, administrations, CVAs.
Also, I guess boosting your presence online would then perhaps also allow you to cut costs on real estate, especially in big cities like London?
Well, yes, I think that theoretically it allows you to cut costs in real estate, but getting out of real estate commitments is not something that can be done like that. It's, you know, you've got long-term commitments. Landlords don't like the idea of you turning up one day and saying, sorry, I'd like to shut my shop today. It's become a bit too expensive for me. They've got a legal commitment to expect you to pay rent come hell or high water for a set period.
Well, there you go. Tough times for the high street. Richard Hyman of Deloitte, thanks so much for coming in.